Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina and today I want to share with you my 3-week postpartum update as well as my little guy's 3-week update. So I will start with my postpartum update. I did do an update at 1 week, so I can link that above if you want to check it out. But I would say since week 1 that I have really recovered nicely. I would say in general it has been an easy recovery this time, at least compared to my firstborn. The bleeding is almost stopped. I can, lift and walk and do everything that I was doing prior to being pregnant, and I would say that my belly and body is starting to go back to quote-unquote normal. Here's some pictures from week 1. As you can see, it's still has a long ways to go at that point, but week 2 it's down a little further. And then now week 3, it's really, to me, starting to feel like, okay, my body is sort of returning back to whatever normal is going to be now. As far as weight loss goes, at week 1 I had lost, now I say lost, really it's just from having the baby, I lost 14 pounds, and so I still had 18 to go. I'm still the same now. I have not lost any more weight than that. It's just what my body is doing. So I try not to measure it week by week. I mean, I'm giving you the report, so you kind of have an idea of how it's gone for me, but won't try and lose too much sleep over it. We'll just kind of see how it goes. I am trying to be more active now that I'm more healed. I've been doing more walks with the boys. We even braved going into town and taking the double stroller and walking around. I will say that that is more challenging because my kids are definitely country kids. My 2-year-old, almost 2-year-old, doesn't understand, the being in town and not being able to just walk up people's driveways and all of that. That does make for good exercise because I have to push the stroller and run around after the toddler at the same time. Levi, pick up your hat. No, that's not your house. In regards to nursing, things have gone well. Henry is a very hungry guy, so he definitely nurses a lot. I would say every 2 to 3 hours for the most part. Once in a while he might go a stretch, say in the night where it's like 3.5, 4 hours, which is really nice. But yeah, I feel like I spend majority of my day nursing, which I think I did the same with Levi, but I think Henry might even be a little hungrier than Levi was. So I definitely feel like it's hard to get much else done between just having to always nurse this guy. In regards to sleep, I don't know if you can tell by the bags under my eyes and everything. I'm not getting a lot of sleep. I mean, it's normal. I have a newborn and a toddler. Henry sleeps pretty good. He sleeps between nurses pretty good, but like I was saying, he nurses quite a bit, so I still get a lot of, small broken bits of sleep. And Levi has been, going through a phase where he wakes up at 5 a.m. a lot, and then wants to have milk, and then ends up in our bed, and then takes a while to go back to sleep again. And so, like, for me, it's very disrupted sleep, and then sometimes he doesn't sleep in, and so it just hasn't been a lot of sleep. 4 or 5 hours, broken hours probably in a night. Once in a while I get a nap. I have been keeping Levi here majority of the time, so if he's at grandma's or something, I try to take a nap. But even then, sometimes it just doesn't work out because maybe Henry's not sleeping or I have a lot of things going on. I will say that the adjustment with 2 kids is definitely not easy. It's not that it's going bad, it's just that I often find that when I'm nursing, that's when my older boy will get into everything, and he kind of seems to know that I can't do anything at that moment, and so the house gets destroyed, and so not only am I not, able to do the things I used to do, but the house is being destroyed faster than it would have when I had just him. So that can be a little overwhelming. Sometimes I get to the end of the day and the whole place is just a mess and there's not a lot I can do about it. So that part is definitely not easy. It's also not easy being married to a farmer. He's gone pretty much all day. I might see him for an hour. So it's mostly like being a single parent, and that can be exhausting. Sometimes it's hard to get a shower, to eat food, those sorts of things. So having 5 minutes to myself is a luxury that I don't get very often, but appreciate when I do get. So as for an update on Henry, he is doing really well. We did have a midwife appointment when he was 2 weeks. The last time the midwife had seen him was at 4 days old. And at 4 days, he was 6 pounds and 13 ounces. And when we went to his appointment at 2 weeks, he was 7 pounds and 12 ounces. So he'd gained almost a pound, and that was in 11 days. And they like to see him gain a minimum of 5 ounces. So he gained like triple that amount. So the midwife was super happy. She didn't have any concerns. Everything was going well as far as just, checking out his body to make sure that everything seemed normal. She didn't have anything that she thought was abnormal or anything to be worried about. So that means that that 2 week appointment was our last in-person appointment just because of the virus. And we will have a phone consultation, I think second week of July. And then after that, you go to your family doctor. So definitely less appointments than with my first or, in general, just because of the virus. So I'm happy that he's healthy and that there's no concerns, because with so few in-person doctor or midwife appointments, there's sort of less reassurance to make sure that he's doing, okay, and that there's nothing to be worried about. So I already said how much he was nursing. He is kind of outgrowing newborn size clothing and is starting to wear more 0 to 3. I would say he probably is over 8 pounds now. The newborn diapers are getting too small, so in the next day or two I'm going to move him into size 1. It's hard to believe that he's already growing so quickly. I mean, I know it's normal, but you feel like you just have them, and then within only a few days they already change right before your eyes. Levi loves his younger brother. He always is asking to hold him. He only wants to hold him usually for short periods of time, but he definitely wants to hold him all the time. He's always asking to hold him. When he does hold him, he talks to him, and it's very cute to watch the interaction between the two of them. The only concern with that is anytime that Henry cries, Levi goes over and says, "Hold, hold, hold." I think he sees me pick up Henry anytime he's crying, and so Levi wants to comfort him that way, which is super cute, but I'm always worried that he's going to try and do it when I'm not, right there, and that something will happen. So I'm always trying to say, like, no, mommy will pick him up, So trying to do that without discouraging him from being sympathetic and wanting to take care of his brother. The other thing he loves to do is put the soother in the baby's mouth, so I don't mind as long as he's being gentle, so we try and work with that. And he loves to help with diaper changes. He gets the diaper for me, takes the wipes out, or a whole bunch of wipes out. But I'm glad that he's at least not jealous and that he's enjoying having his brother here. Well, I think that that's it. If you have any other questions that I didn't answer, you can leave them in the comments down below and I'll answer those. But for the rest, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new, I would love it if you would subscribe and join the community here. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!